Hello and welcome to today's video. I know I've been gone a while, but time to reappear. Today's topic is another one in the versus series. We're going to have Cheep versus Cheep. Yes, so C-H-E-A-P versus C-H-E-E-P. So cheap. So now the definitions. The definitions are basically, what the heck does this mean? Cheap, C-H-E-A-P. Inexpensive, costing little. Meals at that small restaurant are usually very cheap. Someone who is not willing to spend money. My uncle has always been cheap. So let's say you saw this car. That's a car. So usually cars go for around like 20 to 40,000. But this one was 5,000. This is cheap. Now on the other end of the scale, cheep, C-H-E-E-P, to chirp. Baby birds cheep when they are hungry. So this is a bird. It's abstract art. Anyway, this is a bird. It's feathers. And you know that like chirp chirp sound they make when they're little and even sometimes when they're older? I mean, you can also call it a cheep. So now you know what the heck these words mean. Now, it's a test if you actually know what they are or being a lie. So these are the questions. For the answers, I'll put 1 as cheap and 2 as cheap. So, I'll give you a bit of time. Now, time for the answers. Was that a cheep I heard come from the nest? That was 2, because a nest has birds. Birds are cheap. I can't believe how cheap this dress was. It's talking about how much the dress cost, so it's number 1. I know he's cheap because he always avoids paying his portion of the bill. Paying, spending money. People that don't like to spend money are cheap people, so that's 1. The smallest bird in the nest was able to cheep the loudest. Birds, so 2. So now we know what these words are, when to use them. Now we need to know why they sound like that. So the reason cheap sounds the same as cheap, even though being spelled the same, is because of the various ways to make the E sound. You can have an E, an EE, an EA. Yes, that's pretty much it. So, in cheap, they use double E to make the E sound. When you put these dashes in between a letter, it's not actually the letter, it's the sound that it makes, like eh is EH. Anyway, so that E sound can be like cheep, E, E. These all make E sounds. So cheap uses double E, as you can say here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And then why does cheap sound the same then? Because EA is also one of them right here, the third one. So as you can see here, cheap, leap, and heap. Now the start is ch. It's not kh, it's ch. Because when you see these together, it makes a ch sound. A ch. It's not k, her. They are not together. They are a digraph. A digraph is two. They are two letters, so they are digraph. Like here, child, church, and chance. Now, thanks for watching. Now you know what cheap and what cheap is. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and